never chase. The Stoic Secret of Silence. Have you ever wondered why some men can simply sit in silence, and the entire room turns to look at them, while others chase, beg, and still end up ignored? This isn't luck. It's not coincidence. It's an ancient principle of Stoicism. And in today's video, I'm going to reveal why real men never chase, never beg, and yet they attract respect and admiration effortlessly. If you want to uncover more ancient Stoic secrets to become a calm, strong, and magnetic man, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Part 1: Why chasing destroys a man's value. When you chase someone, you subconsciously admit they are more valuable than you. Modern psychology confirms this. Chasing means you put the other person at the center. While you orbit around them, people, whether women, colleagues, or friends, can sense this desperation instantly. The result? You lose respect. Right finger, the Stoics taught, happiness and your sense of worth must never depend on someone else's approval. Let's make this more practical with a modern example. Imagine two men. The first one meets a woman he really likes. Within hours, he's flooding her phone with messages. Good morning texts, good night texts, constant check-ins, desperate calls when she doesn't reply fast enough. His entire world begins to orbit around her. At first, she may feel flattered, but very quickly, the energy shifts. His neediness makes her feel trapped, suffocated, and ultimately, she loses respect. Now picture the second man. He also meets a woman he finds attractive, but instead of chasing, he takes a different approach. He doesn't bombard her with messages. He doesn't beg for attention. He responds calmly, and only when it feels natural. In the meantime, he invests in himself, his work, his health, his passions. He radiates the message, I am complete with or without you. What usually happens? Over time, she becomes curious. She starts to wonder why he's not desperately chasing like everyone else. She begins to lean in, to reach out, to seek his attention. His silence creates a magnetic pull. This is the hidden dynamic Stoicism teaches us. Chasing repels, but self-control attracts. Part 2: The Power of Silence in Stoicism. Epictetus once said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. What he meant is this: you don't need to prove your worth. Silence is not weakness, it's a declaration of power. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to beg for attention. I control my emotions. I am not controlled by the outside world. Modern psychology gives us powerful language for what the Stoics already knew. One key concept is self-regulation, the ability to manage your own emotions instead of being ruled by them. A man who practices silence is not repressing his feelings. He is mastering them, by pausing before speaking, by refusing to react impulsively. He sends a signal of strength. I am in control of myself. Another fascinating area of research is called emotional contagion. Scientists have discovered that emotions spread like wildfire in groups. If one person becomes anxious or angry, others quickly mirror that state. But the reverse is also true. When one person remains calm, steady, and silent, the entire room starts to follow that rhythm. This is why silence is not weakness. It is leadership. By mastering yourself, you unconsciously influence the emotional state of everyone around you. That's the essence of Stoic silence. Part 3. Modern psychology confirms Stoicism. Research today shows that humans are drawn to scarcity and mystery. When you speak less, when you don't chase, you create a gap, a space that pulls people in. This is sometimes called the silence effect in communication. Example: a man who sends 20 texts in a row, seen as desperate. A man who responds calmly, briefly, without rushing, seen as confident and attractive. Consider the example of Steve Jobs. Those who worked closely with him often noted that in meetings, Jobs didn't always rush to speak. In fact, he would sometimes sit silently, listening, observing, letting others fill the space with their words. That silence made people uneasy. It forced them to think more carefully, to justify their ideas more clearly. And when Jobs finally spoke, just a few words, they carried enormous weight. His silence gave his voice gravity. Warren Buffett is another master of this principle. Known as one of the most influential investors of all time, Buffett doesn't dominate conversations with endless talk. Instead, he listens more than he speaks, often pausing for long stretches. People around him describe the effect as magnetic. The less he says, the more people lean in, waiting for his insight. This works because in communication, silence creates a gap, and human beings have a natural tendency to fill in the blanks. When a leader speaks less, people project depth, wisdom, and authority onto them. In the corporate world, this is a powerful tool. Those who speak sparingly often end up commanding the greatest respect. Part 4. A story to illustrate. When Marcus Aurelius ruled as Emperor of Rome, he didn't need to prove his power by shouting orders or showing off. He sat quietly, observed, and let his calm presence speak louder than words. In our modern world, the same rule applies. The quieter, the more in control a man is, the more he is respected. The more he chases, begs, and pleads, the less he is valued. But let's bring this down from emperors and CEOs to something closer to home. A friend of mine once went through a breakup. He felt the urge to chase endless calls, desperate texts, long emotional messages begging for a second chance. For weeks, nothing worked. She only pulled further away. Then, almost out of exhaustion, he stopped. He went silent. Instead of pouring energy into chasing, he turned inward. He started going to the gym again. He picked up books he hadn't read in years. He met with old friends and reconnected with his passions. At first, she didn't notice, but weeks later, the silence began to work its quiet magic. She grew curious. Why wasn't he chasing anymore? Why did he seem calmer, more confident, more alive? Eventually, she reached out to him, not because he begged, but because his silence made her want to step back into his world. The lesson here is timeless. Silence is not about manipulation. It's about reclaiming your center, showing that your life has value with or without another person's approval. That's what makes silence so magnetic. Part 5. How to apply Stoic silence in your life. In love and dating, don't chase. Don't blow up her phone. Don't beg for attention. Instead, invest in yourself, and let your value speak for you. At work, when someone provokes or insults you, stay calm. Your silence and disciplined response create far more respect than arguments. In social life, speak less, listen more, maintain steady eye contact and calm body language. people will naturally seek your attention. Now let's make this practical with 2 simple exercises you can try immediately. Exercise 1. The 24-hour silence challenge. For 1 full day, avoid sending unnecessary messages or over-explaining yourself. Keep your communication short, clear, and intentional. Resist the urge to check in constantly. Instead, observe how people react when you stop chasing and start creating space. You'll be surprised at how quickly the dynamic shifts. Exercise 2. The pause before responding. The next time someone provokes you, whether it's a partner, a colleague, or even a stranger, don't fire back instantly. Instead, pause for 5 full seconds. Breathe. Allow the initial wave of emotion to pass. Then choose your response calmly and deliberately. This tiny practice trains your self-regulation and shows others that you cannot be easily shaken. Try these 2 exercises this week, and you'll begin to feel the power of Stoic silence working in your own life. Part 6. The benefits of never chasing. You are seen as a high-value man. You maintain mental freedom. Your emotions are not controlled by others. You become naturally attractive. People want to understand you, to move closer to you. Real men never chase. They never beg. They understand that silence is the most powerful weapon. If you want to learn more ancient Stoic secrets to become a calm, strong, and magnetic man, hit subscribe to Ancient Stoic Secrets. If you found this video valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear this lesson today. And don't just watch silently, comment below. Do you think silence is more powerful than words? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Finally, if you want to uncover more ancient Stoic secrets to become a calm, strong, and magnetic man, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Remember, this is only the beginning. There are many more Stoic lessons coming your way.